Camelot 331 here, and oh my God, Starbucks associates are going through some hell right now. The pure hell. It's hot as hell there because it's hell. Starbucks associates are quite pissed because their work environment is scary as hell. It is insane. It's boiling over, baby. It's boiling over. I got tons of stories. Tons. An actual ton if you could weigh them on a scale for words. And it's a lot. And they send them directly to me from you. Stories. They're going to blow you away. Some people that got fired for the most outrageous reasons recently. I would probably just not work at Starbucks if I was you. I'd be like, you know what? No, we'll go to Walmart. We'll work off the clock, baby. Please don't make me go to Starbucks. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let's get into this nonsense. You guys ready to see some poo and some vomit and some other things that you're not going to enjoy? Yeah, you're not going to enjoy it. And neither am I. So before we get into it, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, doodle. That's real damn important. If you don't know, that's the most important thing. No, it's not. Make sure you subscribe. That's the most important thing. Nailed it. First message. When I worked at Starbucks, my manager hated me. We're off to a great start. That's always a good sign. I was always friendly and tried to connect with him, but he was always rude to me. The reason he hated me was because of my tattoos. Oh, rest in peace. I had both arms covered in tattoos that I had gotten years ago. He told one of my coworkers that he found them ugly and said I probably sold drugs as well, which isn't true at all. Shocking. Well, he told this to my regional and district manager. They visited my store eventually and met with me. They seemed to have a good experience and said they liked me and looked forward to me moving up the ranks. When they say that to you, you know it's time to run, baby, because they about to get the knife out. They like to pump you up before they stab you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's like a girl kissing you on the neck, and you're like, this is great. And then she stabs you. I couldn't think of a good analogy. She stabs you, literally, in the neck. It's terrible. It happens all the time to me. I was pretty excited. A couple days later, my manager asked me to resign, saying that my tattoos were an eyesore and made me look threatening to help customers. I said no. I couldn't believe it. A few days later, my district manager showed up and walked right up to me and fired me. I asked why, and he said insubordination. I just quietly walked out. I was pretty upset. I decided to get a lawyer and see if there was anything I could do legally. When we got that off the ground, the district manager called me and apologized for how he handled the situation. You think? You think? Hey man, I know it's 2020 and not 1901, but yeah, your tattoos are scary. Okay? I asked if I was still terminated because I did nothing wrong. He said yes. Well, we have solved nothing. I was still terminated. I decided to just get another job and put it all behind me. Shocking. And I know you're thinking, hey man, it's 2020. Who cares about tattoos? I know I don't, because I got them and it was painful and I'm a girl. But that's besides the point. That's irrelevant. There should be nothing wrong with having some tattoos or some piercings or anything, really. Sometimes people are born without faces and stuff. They should be able to work without the face. That's something I never did as a manager. Ever, and no one should ever do. On a serious note, I make a lot of jokes, man. I like jokes. Maybe that's just me. It's probably not jokes. I'm just dumb as hell, to be honest. But you should never, no manager ever, district manager or company should ever discriminate based on how someone looks, whether it be tattoos or their race or their creed. Never, ever, 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 ever. That is disgusting. Next message. I am a barista at Starbucks and have a great story. One time I was working during the day and had this man come in with his son. They ordered their items and sat down. Seemed extremely normal. Let me guess. Let me guess. They weren't normal, were they? Well, eventually the kid was running full speed up and down the shop and the dad wasn't doing anything. I noticed the dad just sitting there in one of the two big comfy chairs we have in our shop. He was shuffling around and it looked like he was digging in the cushions. I just minded my business and kept doing what I was doing. Eventually, he got up and went to the other chair, which I found weird as hell. His son just kept running around. It got really bad and I had to tell him his son couldn't be running. because he's going to trip and catch his eyelid on a nail, and that's really bad. That could be really bad. He got upset with me and said he would just take his business elsewhere, claiming that he had spent thousands of dollars in the shop. I worked there for 3 years, and I've never seen him before. Story of my life. For if I had a nickel for every time somebody said they spent thousands of dollars in a store that I worked at for years, and I'd never seen him before, I would have like at least 45 cents probably. He left, and I began walking back and got a huge whiff of something terrible. Oh no, it's taking a turn for the worst. I went over to the chair he was sitting in and froze in place at the horror I saw. He had shit all over the chair and pushed his shit into the sides and the back of the chair. At least he didn't leave it on top. Oh my gosh. I pulled the cushion out and it was completely full of liquid and solid shit. I was able to hold back tears until I noticed that the other chair was also completely covered. Not both of the chairs. Not the comfy chairs. They were so squishy. They felt good on my ass. Apparently they felt too good on his ass. His ass got excited and exploded all over my chairs, damn it. I dropped to the floor. I couldn't hold it in and started vomiting in front of everyone there. A lady helped me to my feet and walked me outside. My manager just threw out the chairs and gave me the day off, but scolded me for vomiting in front of people. All right, so there's that, I guess. We have a bathroom, so I don't understand. Shocking. Shocking. What is it with people pooing on things that are not meant to be pooed on? Like there's literally chairs that have holes in them. That flush. They even have them on planes and buses, son. But no, you picked two squishiest, delicious chairs in the world to relieve yourself on. Why? I don't know. They were too comfy for his ass to contain itself, apparently. And now you have no chairs. Good job. The chairs are gone forever. Next message. I got fired from Starbucks for a pretty dumb reason. We have free Wi-Fi in the store and have several people use it daily. Well, this one particular guy had been coming in for a long time and getting drinks, but had just recently started bringing in his laptop. One day, I served him his order and he sits down in his normal spot and opens his laptop. I was making drinks and started hearing a loud female moaning. Oh, God. All right, let's start it again. I was making drinks. My beautiful drinks, and started hearing a loud female moaning. And I dart my eyes over, and this man is watching adult films with no headphones. I almost slip and fall when I start running over to tell him to turn it off. Please, God, tell him to turn it off. There's children here, I'm pretty sure. He happily agreed and turned it off. Well, that's good. I was so relieved. Well, the next day comes and he once again arrives, and I thought to myself how funny it was that he did that yesterday. It was hilarious. The same events played out. I served him his order and he sat down. To my absolute horror, it's like a horror movie, I hear the moaning again. The entire shop was full of people, including a few kids with their parents. I rushed over there and tell him to turn it off. He once again agrees. I apologize to everyone in the shop and go about my business. Later, I looked at my handbook and couldn't find any info on if I could unplug the Wi-Fi. So the next day when this man came in, I unplugged it. Several people complained, but I said it was down. I did this for a few weeks when the man would come in. I guess he got off on turning it on in public to see reactions. A few weeks pass and I was working and my boss comes up to me and say I no longer work at Starbucks. I asked why, and he said it's because I had been turning off the Wi-Fi, which is not allowed. He knew why I had been doing it, and even knew the man and the story behind it, and said it was out of his hands. That man still goes into Starbucks, and I'm sure he does the same thing. It's a sick place. He was trying to save the innocence and the souls of everybody around him, and he gets fired for it. Well, now the serial adult film watcher is having his field day. He's still there right now as we speak. Legends have it. And you can still hear the moaning from a distant place. Next message. We had drunk people come in almost every morning. They are always entertaining. The craziest one was this guy came in early one morning and was completely wasted. He waved at me and went directly into the bathroom, which is great. I heard him slip and fall and curse a few times while he was in there. After he left, I went into the bathroom to check it out, and he had pooed in the sink, filling it to the top, and drawn a smiley on the mirror with his poop juice. Poop juice. Well, we gonna have to make a shirt that says poop juice right there. I just left it there and booked it when I got off and acted like I didn't see it. Funny thing is, this guy came in a month later and had no idea what he had done and was just acting completely normal. I didn't say anything. I just let him do his thing, and I laughed and cried to myself in my own head. Wow. He came back in to the original scene of the crime, where he filled the sink with the poop juice, baby. Next message. Being a barista has changed my life in several ways. It's an experience I wouldn't trade. Last year, I had a guy waiting in line for the restroom. He was patient at first, but as time went by, he started getting angry and slamming the door with his fist, screaming that he had to use the bathroom and to let him in. This man was the most normal-looking, white, middle-aged man I had ever seen, and he was acting this way. He then turned around in the lobby and said, "Sorry, everyone, but I can't effing take it." He then dropped his pants and spewed projectile diarrhea all over the floor and on the wall beside the bathroom in a perfect spray-like pattern up the wall. No one spoke and no one moved. The old man pulled up his pants and he walked in line and began to order his order. Everyone was in shock because his diarrhea was still everywhere. And he was acting normal. He turned around to everyone and screamed, "What the F is wrong with you people?" Then walked out. It was breathtaking. That is quite an experience. It sounds like he had a case of the boss. He was bossing. He had the breaking out in sweat shits. It happens to the best of us. I had it in traffic one time, and I had to poo in a casserole dish, and I still use that casserole dish to this day. Next message. I currently and unfortunately work at Starbucks. I know you probably get a lot of messages, but we have a guy we like to refer to as the Honey Man. Ooh. He would always order Zen tea and ask for honey packets. He would then proceed to the men's room and stay in there for about 15 minutes. It went on for a long time and was nothing new, so we never thought anything about it. One day after the Honey Man came in, one of the male associates walked into the restroom. It was open, and he walked in to see this man standing up with his pants down. Oh my God. He was standing up with his pants down, making stomach pancakes, using the honey from the honey packet. That is the one I've never tried. I guess I gotta go to Starbucks after this video. The associate ran out and immediately told me. We went back to the restroom to make him leave and he was gone. He apparently had finished and left. Well, at least there's that. He tried coming in again and we told him that he was banned and never saw him again. Heard he tried going to a different one and got banned there too. Well, that's good. Apparently honey's the new way to go. It's the future. The 2020. You learn something new every day. If you got the honey packets at Starbucks, that's where I'm going right now. I'm going to cut this video short, baby. Next message. Giving you a little info on Starbucks. Nearly everyone in mine has been sick recently, and one we knew tested positive for the thing. And they came in anyway, including me. I was sick and continue to come in because I have to, or else I will lose my apartment. The district manager said that if someone tested positive, he didn't want to hear about it. Shocking. So if you go to Starbucks, then just be aware that people are showing up and some managers make their associates show up. We have low payroll, so we almost have no one here and it's getting out of control, but we have to do it. It's our only choice. Shocking. Who knew? Who knew that low income jobs that couldn't afford to not show up and that had no benefits or health benefits would be the ones showing up sick? The essential workers. Yeah, more like expendable. You spelled expendable wrong, folks. Well, that's all I have today from the Starbucks Associates. It's hell's broken loose, baby. You need to stay away. Just don't work there. Better yet, don't work anywhere. Just be a homeless guy. That's my plan. I got a really nice cardboard box picked out. I can't wait. It's going to be great. So make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter to get your story out there. It's a real good time to be alive. I stream Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 8:30 p.m. Also a fun place to be. But the most important thing is to do me a favor. Make sure you get on it. Doggone it. Bye. Yeah. It's the exact same. Literally down to the associates. The exact same. You probably don't know what I'm talking about. But some of you do. And that's all that matters. Yeah.